Welcome back to another Mods of the Month. And to start things off, we're actually heading over to the MX Bike shop. It's the shop's 1-year anniversary, and to celebrate, they are releasing one free track every week for the month of June, so make sure you go ahead and check that out. Okay, well, now getting back to the mods of May, starting things off with this Hunter Lawrence kit from Neon. What's wild about this kit from Neon is this is his first kit that he's ever made, and it turned out amazing. So if you're a fan of Alpine Star gear, kangaroos, or even a little Vegemite, make sure you pick up this gear. My buddy Slabz wanted to recreate a track that him and his friends used to ride when they were growing up. Bonnie's Place has a very backyard feel, but in the best way. All the way from these zebras to this splinter-infused bridge that would absolutely collapse if I walked over it. It just gives off an amazing vibe. I really like the slight fog. It just makes you feel like you're up early with your friends after a long night of pillow fights, and now you're ready to hit the track. Well done, Mr. Slabz, well done. Okay, now we have something a lot different here, which are these factory pit boards by Austin Crank. These things are super clean in game, and I think you should check them out. Something you don't really see much on mods, but they're quite the W. Do you love circles? What about 2 circles? And then we made them look like the number 8. Well, if that's you, let me introduce to you the Warren County Speedway, where destruction and chaos are the tip-top priority here. Grab a bunch of your friends and go ahead and rip this figure 8 up. And for those of you that don't have any friends, this is also a pretty solid place to work on cornering. Noxo or Noxo created this concept supercross track, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was a Jackie Moon track based off the way the picture looked, and honestly based off the way it rides. It's very similar, and that's a very good thing. Jackie Moon do be Jackie Moonin', and I really like the way the whoops are built on this track, and the layout's actually super fun. I saw someone in the comments say that there are too many whoops and dragons backs, but personally, I'm a big fan of the whoop-de-doos and the draggy backs. So for me, this is a vibe. Man, downloading mods for this game can be exhausting. Lucky for us, I have not 1 but 2 packs of skins for you that cover a lot of bikes. The first pack is by Fendel that has skins for all of the 250s. Yes, even the TM. I was a bit worried about the designs for these when I initially saw it, and I thought they would all be generic, but I gotta say, he did kill it on these. They're all unique and lots of detail, and they look really good. The next pack is good if you are 45 years old, or maybe your dad plays the game with you and he's been stuck on a stock bike and now you want to get something that's more age appropriate. This is the throwback pack by Westerfield 147. Nah, in all seriousness, who doesn't love a little solid throwback skin? You know, back when we rode dirt bikes shirtless with spikes on our chest protectors. Ah, what a time to be alive. Now you can relive that era while you clean people out on Farm 14 for absolutely no reason. Since we're on the topic of skins, if you're looking for something a little more unique and bike specific, let me introduce to you this Spicy Backyard Designs Husky by Colorse. Very edgy, very unique, very husky, very good, very MX bike. It would not be a Mods in the Month video if I didn't throw a little Jimmy Jam in there. Specifically, this Troy Lee Designs kit from the mxgp winners goes absolutely crazy. Do not pass up on any of the Jimmy Jam skins. He is always putting out the tip top of quality of gear, and if you're looking for gear, you don't have a team or whatever, just go look up this kit and then look at all the stuff that Jim Jam makes. It's actually amazing. He's quite the W for the community. The RD Racing team used to rock this grindhouse gear from Fasthouse. It is some of my favorite gear of all time. And now Damo, the boy Damo, has recreated a absolutely fire public version for you to download. Make sure you go check out Damo over there on the MXB mods and show him some love. Do you like Big Air? What about motocross? Well, here we have a track called Big Air Motocross that I think will tickle your fancy. Oh, wait. What's a fancy and how does it be tickled? I don't know. Moving on. This is the perfect 125 track. Even though I'm on a 250 in the footage, I would highly suggest being on a 125. And you already know she do be flowing because it's a hurren track. Hurren makes the flowiest tracks out there. And even when this track tightens up and funnels into one rut, it is actually very good. I think you should check this out. It feels very practice tracky, like something you would ride during the week. W hurren, W track. Unadilla is one of the most iconic tracks on the American circuit. It's also a track you'll find old Doggy Walkie at this year, So yeah, if you're there, maybe we'll meet up. Probably not, but maybe we'll see. Anyway, Kellz has recreated it into MX bicycles, and it is quite nice. If you're a fan of Dilla, you'll love this track. You can trust that if Kellz drops a track, you know it's going to be a banger, and Unadilla is no exception. Oh, also, don't forget about this sand track over in the back. It is definitely awesome, and you should ride that as well. Typical Canadian made this track in 5 hours. Yes, only 5 hours. That's as long as it takes you to get from the living room to your room after your mom yelled at you to clean it for the 3rd day in a row. For real though, go clean your room. You'll feel a lot better about yourself. Typical Canadian pulled together a very simple but honestly extremely impressive and flowy and fun track that just proves how important experience is in these types of things. Typical Canadian should be proud of this, and I think we should all give it a whirl and show them some love on it. Anyway, that is all for the mods of the month, but if you would like to continue watching some DOC content, here's a video on how to qualify for a pro race in MX bikes. And this is important, that way you can tell your mommy and your daddy how good you are at MX bikes, and maybe they'll let you sit in the front seat of the car. Anyway, I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!